Alright, now that we've gotten ourselves out of the ice cavern, our next destination should be that little town that we saw from the cliffside. There's a few things we can do, however, and something we did forget to do, because we kind of rushed through it. There are some items that we can acquire from stealing from some of the enemies in the ice cavern. We can steal them from the enemies that we'll encounter on the plains up there, but we might accidentally run into the specific battle and monster that I'm trying to look for when we get there. So I kind of want to have the items prepared ahead of time. So we're going to jump back into battle here and hopefully run into some flan. Awesome, we did. They can carry an item called the ore. And I'll show you what I mean. It's somewhat of a non-precious stone, but it can be used for a variety of things. And specifically, there will be instances where we'll want to have some on us, and that's where we're going to go ahead and try to steal some. Okay, so it does carry ore. So if we can get one from each of them, and then take them all out, that'd be fine. And they really don't do that much damage, so we can take some time. Oh, come on. Come on. Although I think if I equip the mithril dagger, that'd probably be a better decision. As soon as we steal that, oh, come on. Now, if I'm not mistaken, enemies can run out of MP, and then they're kind of just stuck doing whatever techniques that they have that don't require the use of their MP. Okay, so that one's just being a pain. Because as soon as it goes down, we'll be able to, you know... Come on, Zidane, come on. I'm about ready to start stealing from the other ones if he doesn't take that stupid ore. Okay, you know what? Screw it. That's gonna take way too much time. You're wasting my magic. Oh, now you'll steal it for that one. Jeez. I kind of don't want to hit trance just yet, so... Definitely want to steal the dang ore. Hopefully sooner than later. Technically we only need the one, but I kind of want to at least keep one in my inventory. Eventually we'll get into, I believe enemies will start dropping them and we'll start finding them, you know, on the world map and such. Or at least, I guess, in that case, the field map. Come on. There we go. We have at least 2 ore now, so that's... I can live with that. And a little bit of experience in AP doesn't hurt nobody. Doesn't hurt anybody. Okay. And actually, now that we're kind of low on some MP and a little hurt, I can actually transition quite nicely into the next thing I wanted to show once we got out of the ice cavern and before we go to that town. If I'm not mistaken, we head off in this direction. There should be another gate, like there was down at the base of the cliff. We can't go through it, but we can do a few things, like rest, as well as do some item shopping. Ouch. Now these spiders are pretty good. You can take some time to level up if you wanted to. Yeah, it's definitely this way. Correction. I went around the wrong side of the mountain. Now, it's never a bad idea to hold down your flee command, because you might be able to run away naturally without having to rely on Zidane's flee skill, depending on where his ATB bar happens to be at. There's a few things we can start doing. There's actually 2 side quests that kind of run the length of the game that begin at this point. The first one is when we're in forests. We can run into special battles, which are kind of like it's hard to describe, but there's like a sort of like questionnaire that you can run into, and you get some rewards for getting it right. And I think you get another reward if you get every question right. But you only run into this particular enemy, I think, 10 times total. So if you don't get it right, or you kill him or you run away or something, I think that particular one is missed. I may be mistaken on that, but I'm pretty sure that's how that works. And another thing is that kind of goes in conjunction with the other side quest. The battle music changes, so you'll definitely know when you run into these particular battles what they are as soon as you hear the change in the battle music. Okay, so there's really nothing, we're not allowed to go through without a gate pass. Okay, so we can wait. Lindblom is important. That's where we're going to be headed eventually. Okay, so we can do some shopping. not quite sure what she has. Probably just the basic stuff, yeah. Yeah, we don't need to spend money on that. But we can also rest for 100 gil. Kind of pricey in my opinion, but if you're doing some training before you head to the next city, town, whatever, not a bad place to rest up. Saves you in having to use tents and such on the world map with the Moogle. Now the hope is that we come across relatively quickly the monster I'm looking for. Let's just make sure we're still technically at Norwich Heights. Okay. Nope, not yet. Another thing worth noting is when you're trying to run and you're using the shoulder pad or the shoulder buttons to do so, if you let them go and your characters are still running when you do so, that basically tells you you're going to flee from the battle. It's just taken the battle system a little bit of time to recognize that the escape has been triggered. We'll go in little observatory there in just a little bit. Nope, not yet. Another good trick is if you are using the analog stick and you can hold down either L1 or R1, you can kind of vaguely run it in a perfect circle over and over again, assuming that, you know, the area you're running in is actually, you know, properly doesn't see. There you go. You can see Garnet still running. We would have escaped from the battle naturally before Zidane used his skill. And that time, Zidane did get a chance to go. Huh. Ah, Fleagill. That's why that happened. Anytime now. Nope. For something like this, I might just actually cut to it. So if we get into a battle and it just so happens to be the friendly encounter I'm looking for, that's what happened. Nope. Okay, come on. Just want to find this one. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. Well, that's good. Should have done that from the beginning. Okay, let's see. So we've mastered the detect and flee commands, so the dagger and the mage smasher can be changed out. Mithril dagger we can jump on, and bandit should be really helpful. We haven't mastered that just yet. We don't have anything to equip there. Okay, let's see our ability here. Bandit raises success rate of steal. Supposedly, what it does is it always allows us to steal, but I don't think that that's going to be the case. What it will do is raise our attack, because it's a better weapon. Now let's just see. Supposedly these snakes, these whatever they're called, are supposed to have ore as well. Got a potion at least. Kind of don't want to go into trance, but we'll see. It's almost probably inevitable if they keep attacking our main characters. There we go. You can tell by the music things are different. Dun, 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 dun. Welcome to the first of the Friendly Creatures or Friendly Monsters side quest. Now when you encounter these friendly creatures, what you want to do is go to your items and hopefully you have the very thing that they're asking for. They won't attack you. I don't believe that they'll run away. I think that you could run and still encounter them, but once you've encountered them, given them what they've wanted, then they're gone and you move on to the next one. And see, they'll tell you a little hint as to what the next one you're going to be looking for. The ghost we won't find on disc 1. I think it's disc 2 is the next time we'll see him. But as you can see, we don't get experience, but they do give lots of AP. Like this one, the Mew gave 10. The other ones will give more and more AP as we get along. and we should get as we move along down the side quest. Some of them will actually give you the next gem or stone or whatever it is that the next friendly monster is going to want. So that's good. There's 10 in total, and the reason that you want to encounter them as you progress through the game is because there's an optional boss that, if you have done this side quest, will actually become a little bit easier to defeat. And that's the reason for doing all this. I'm not going to bother trying to jump into a battle with the other optional monster, which can only be found in forests. You can encounter him up to 4 times on disc 1, out of a total of 10 possible encounters throughout the game, I believe. And what that is something called the ragtime mouse. And he'll basically ask you a true or false question. Ah, dang it. I knew I should have bothered with that. Darn it. Well, this is what Steiner looks like when he's in trance. Anyways, true or false questions. If you get it right, you'll get some items. If you get it wrong, well, then you're not going to get everything you can possibly get from them. But we've done pretty much all I think we can at this section, so we're going to head to that observatory and then we'll hit the town. Ah, see, excellent. Get some extra experience. Never hurts. Dang it. Thank you, I really did not want to put Zidane straight into trance. Although I guess in hindsight, it wouldn't matter because I don't really want him hitting trance at the next boss anyways, because there's some stuff we want to steal. Decisions. That's going to be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. As always, I'm GreKaosAngel. If you like the content and want to see more, click the video on the right to see the next episode, or click the video on the left to see the ones you've missed.